Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We're going to be doing some hydro dipping here today. I appreciate you joining me. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you're coming back to see me again, I'm sorry it's been a minute. Welcome back. Thank you. I just cleaned the top of the water off there real quickly, get any debris out of the way because I don't want any debris in the way when I lay this film down. This is some hydro dipping film I purchased from a company. I did not make it. They title it abstract. Some will say it's abstract, some will say it's not abstract, some don't care. I don't care. I'm just working with it. It looks cool to me. It's transparent and black, which means basically any base coat I did on the item that I'm going to dip through this film is going to show through with the pattern. So if I went white, we're going to see white with the pattern. If I went red, we're going to see red with the pattern. If I went blue, which is what I did, well, you get it. We're going to get the pattern with blue. And here you can see I'm just kind of stretching it out, getting all the air pockets out. I didn't get any water on top of the film, which was key when I was laying it down, but I did get a few air pockets, but we're going to work those out, like I said. So you can see here, I can mess with it pretty roughly and just make sure I don't get any water on top of the film is the goal at this point. Get the air pockets out of my way and we'll get going. And you'll see I'll have some blue tape around the borders there. And that's basically because once you get this film on top of the water, you want it boarded off, because when you hit it with this activator, which releases the paint from the plastic that it's sitting on and just leaves your graphic floating on top of the water, your paint will actually start to run away from you and it will cause a stretch effect onto your item, or you could basically just have a complete foul up and have to start all over, which, trust me, I've done plenty of starting all over. But I'm going to go ahead and tape the rest of this film off here so that when I activate it, it's all boarded off and it's going to stay in that tape zone, and we're going to be able to dip our item through in a nice and slow, calmly manner, which is what you want. You don't want to kind of rush through this. I'm still quite nervous every time I'm dipping a piece because I'm still learning. Everything is always different for me. I feel like every film is different. All the activators can be different, and you're just always kind of learning when you're messing with new products and films. It's really crazy because you can get a really great quality film and you can get a really shitty film, and the difference in working with them is amazing. But anyway, here you'll see we're set in a minute and we're going to hit it with this activator, and basically the activator is going to release the rest of the paint that's sitting there on top of the water from the plastic, and the paint will become one with the water. You're going to notice the look of the film now as compared to a few seconds after it's activated, and you'll see it's going to gloss over and it's going to get a mirror effect. You're basically going to be like, oh, all I see is water. You'll see the pattern a little more, and that's when you know you're about ready to go. And since we have it taped off, like I said, we won't have to rush through this because it's not going anywhere. It's all trapped inside that border zone of the tape. Now I hit it with that activator. 3502 is the one I like to use, and today we're going to dip this engine cover off a Hyundai. It's my buddy's, and we're just doing it because he's like, oh, that would look cool, not a show car or anything. We just thought, hey, we'd hydro dip this and make a good video. So anyway, when you're doing these dips, you want to do it at an angle. You're trying to avoid air pockets because you can have like gaps in your film and it mess you up and start all over, and that's just a pain. Trust me, it's a pain. I've actually done this piece, this is the third time now. But anyway, we got to dip through. That could have been a little bit better, but let's see how it comes out. Of course, I already know because I'm voiceover, and it came out pretty well. Came out really great for me. I feel really good about this one. Some people were giving me some slack on another post I did on this, was all the lines were off, it's not straight, or oh my goodness gracious. But I thought, hey, that looks pretty damn cool. It came out really nice, and we actually did the intake cover with this one matching, and once we got them back on the car, they looked really spectacular. And like I said, not a show car or anything, just something, you know, cool my buddy and I did for his car. And like I said, I'm always learning, so it's always cool for me to try different things out. This was like the second engine cover I've ever done. I'm going to basically put it on a rack right here. I got to get a little rinse system set up, and I'm going to rinse any like gunk off of it, any, you know, leftover residual film and just basically, it's just like a slime that is going to be left over from the plastic dissolving. So you want to rinse all that off, and then we're going to clear coat the item over, and it'll be cured. We throw it on the car and we're good to go. Appreciate y'all watching. Hit that like and subscribe.